Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video here, I just wanted to show you real quickly just a quick alcohol painting and how I make the bubbles with toilet paper rolls. One thing that, I will use Yupo, but I have probably 5 of these huge rolls of Cricut vinyl. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually cover this piece of vinyl, cover this piece of paper in vinyl, and I do like to fold over the edges because the alcohol ink does tend to get wet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure, and I'm going to use my finger blade to trim off some of this vinyl. And just kind of eyeball in between there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Obviously this is the part that's going to get folded over, and yeah, I ripped my ruler. It happens. Okay, get that out of the way. And so what I'm going to do is and sorry I still have ink from the last video. I'm just trying to get these cranked out on my days off because I simply am so zapped after work on my work days that thinking is not an option. So what I want to do is the same way that you do most Cricut. You want to kind of make a taco out of the vinyl, kind of get it even on there and lay it down. And I just smooth it with my hands. You can take a foam folder if you want to, but I don't want this stuck to my mat here. There we go. I'm gonna flip it over. And then I don't want these corners on here. So what I'm gonna do is take my finger blade and just kind of trim corners off. Like yay. And like yay. And then I just take and pick it up. Now I'm getting a mess everywhere. That's okay. It wipes right off because it's vinyl. And just kind of smooth that fold over. Smooth it. And this way you don't have that excess bulk. Smooth. And smooth. There we go. Now we got a piece of 5.5 by 4.25 cardstock ready to work with. Get this stuff out of the way here and grab some paper towels to pick up the excess. Just get that wiped off. There we go. And go ahead and give this a rub down while I'm here. Lay that on the paper towels. And I do not use blending solution at all. I just use ink. And normally I would use a dryer. And let me show you the dryer, because if it doesn't work with this thing, I'm going to whip out the big guns. So this here is a Revlon Ionic. And you see it's got a off, cool, low, and high. And I will only be using the cool setting. But as you can see, it's pretty noisy. And sorry about the noise from my fan, but I've got to have all kinds of fans going because I am working with alcohol ink. Sorry about that. Okay, so I've got my substrate ready here. And now I'm going to work with my inks and my alcohol. So today I'm using Gumball, Pool, and Pink Sherbet. Keeping it light. Now I start out, let's see, just gonna pour some alcohol right here, and I'm gonna drop in some of my Pink Sherbet, or not. Plugged up, are you? Okay, there we go. Drip those in and let the alcohol get to work. And for this, I'm going to use my dryer, so you'll have to pardon the noise. What we're trying to do is avoid those fingers, but sometimes you just can't get around them. I follow a lady on YouTube. She calls herself Scary Hair Lady Art, something like that. Anyway, she does a lot of alcohol ink painting, and she does some really beautiful work. And I've been trying to learn from her, but the tricky part is learning how to control this thing because it really blows pretty hard. So I've got that. Now I'm going to go in with some more alcohol. And I'm going to go in with my pool color. A couple of drippity drops. Let that start doing its work. See, the alcohol keeps it really light. Okay, in we come with the noisy thing. Okay, and just do some fine tuning, and this is just little tiny pushes, nothing big. If you do big, you're going to get a splat. Some people like those. Let's go ahead, let's go for it. The point here was to do the bubbles anyway. But when you use the dryer and you're pushing the ink back and forth, it starts making these little lines, which are pretty cool. Okay, coming in with some more alcohol here on the corner and going in with the gumball, and I don't know why I'm shaking it. It doesn't need that. Let it start doing its work, move it around. And coming in with the noise. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Just kind of a little hot mess, which is fine. Now what I like to do is I like to come in with the alcohol on the edges there. I like to blow in and then blow back out. Kind of get my colors flowing because I want color all over the page. Blow in. Blow back out. Blow in blow back out. Okay, I like that. I'm good with that. Come in down here, pretty heavy on the alcohol, and blow in gently and blow back out. Blow back in, blow back out. I need some color right there. That's okay, I'll put a bubble there. And come over to this edge. We might need more ink there. Blow in and blow back out. Nope, I like that. Nice and subtle. Okay. So now we've got that. I'm just going to take a little piece of a paper towel there and kind of just dab up that corner right there. And here comes the fun. So you want to get your toilet paper roll and find the best rounded edge. If it's not round, round it back out. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut with scissors almost to the end, because what we don't want to do is smash it. Okay, see how I've got it cut with scissors? And then I might just take my knife and carefully cut around, because I only need a small portion of this, but I do want it to be round. I don't want it to, if you try and cut it half with scissors, it's gonna, ugh, nice one. I don't know, I think I bought the wrong blades for this knife. Let me get my other knife. And you may only need one. It just depends on how saturated it gets. You can also use things like a end of a Scotch tape roll. Here's where I'm trying to be careful and not lose my roundness. And I'll just rip, because this is not the edge I'm going to use. I'm going to be using this edge. I've got this, it kind of makes a double line. I used up my mint tape one, but it got so mushy I couldn't use it anymore. So here's the trick. You're going to lay this on here, and you're going to take your alcohol and you're going to pour it in here, and you're going to move it around gently, but you want to move it around the outside too, because it'll try to get on the outside edges, you see? If you didn't get enough, do a little bit more. Can you see inside of there what it's doing? Let me zoom in. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, and I want to kind of just spray it. And you really want to get the alcohol dry in there, because otherwise when you lift your ring, it's just going to all come pouring out. So you just keep squeezing around in there, trying to keep the darkest portion towards the edges. And then if you have one of these tools, a lot faster this way. Just go in and dry it. Yep, see, it leaked out. That's okay. I'll make another bubble right on top of it. Just kind of lift right there. And I'm going to lay this here and try to keep my alcohol right here in the center best I can. And kind of want it to blow towards the edge, but not all the way. There we go. That's pretty cool. I dab that off. Now I want to mix some of these two right here. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I have this white, and this white is actually pinata white. I want to add some alcohol and drop a little bit of this white in there. And let's see what we get. I haven't tried this one before, so this might be kind of interesting. Very interesting. Starts to leak on the outside, just give it a push around on the outside, push it back in. And I need more alcohol, it's a little gummy there. I don't like that gummy stuff. I'm gonna give it a little dry. See? Now anything you're not crazy about right there, take a little bit of alcohol and just pour it on a paper towel and just dab. I didn't like those dark spots in there, so I'm dabbing them out. It also makes a pretty cool effect. Yeah, that does. It's pretty cool. I don't want to spread that in there. Dab it off a little. Oh, I don't think the white made that much of a difference. Let's play with one more. It did kind of color my doodly-doo. I'm gonna just pull this out again. See how that's kind of getting bent right there? Yeah, I don't want that. So I'm gonna get a new dirter. This is a little bit thinner of one, so I don't expect it to last very long here. And I'm not gonna use a knife because it is a thinner one. Just gonna cut it with scissors. These are my Tim Holtz serrated scissors. They're pretty heavy duty. There, see, that's still pretty nice and round. Let's go ahead and get another bubble up here. I think I'm gonna not do white. What you wanna do though is keep some really firm pressure on that. There, I'm in with my alcohol. See if I can zoom in some more. Yeah, out of focus, out of shot now. Okay. And this, almost like that, just the way it is. Let's give it a dry. And if I go to the low setting, that's heat, and that'll help it dry faster, but it also burns your fingers. See, there's still some wet in there. So move that around. Lift. And there's your alcohol ink bubbles. Ta-da! And then for something fun, to kind of get some more texture, I've got this little mini thing. I'm just going to give it from far away. Way far. A couple of light spurts. No, I don't like what it did there. It's okay, so just go in. You just never know what you're gonna get. Clean those up with just the alcohol itself. And you can use this thing, your just fingers might get tired. See, my cardboard's getting mushy on me already. Main thing is to just drive that around so it's dried on the edges. So you can see right there where I mucked it up because I didn't get it on straight. No problemo. Let's just try and get this one on straight. Let's get some alcohol in here. And I might just throw a little color in on top of it. Just a itty bit. Easy to say, not so easy to do. Let it kind of do its thing. And push it around. There we go. Kind of fixed it. So we'll get a little texture here. That will. So this one has a double seam on it. It's plastic too, so it's not so worrisome. But it got to hold good firm pressure on it. Pour in the alcohol. Start moving it around. Gonna make the noisy one. See, that's gonna start going in on itself. That's okay. I don't mind as long as it doesn't go outside of itself, which it did. Give it a little dab. There we've got some texture. So you get the idea how the bubbles are made. I probably should have never sprayed all that stuff in there. I'll do one more on top here. Put quite a bit of alcohol, a little bit of this white ink. Oh, whoops, clang. And it went to the outside, so I just want to spray that back in towards the inside. Damage control right here. So the fun with alcohol inks is that they're fickle, they do what they want. Be nice if they did what you want, but they don't. Now I gotta hit this with the dryer. I'm gonna try and dry that little ring around the outside. No, I don't want to burn myself here, so I'm going back to cool. There we've got a really lopsided bubble. That's okay. Kind of like what the white ink does in there. Let's fix this one. And all I'm going to do with this one is some alcohol. Not even too much. Enough that I can get it dry without using the hair dryer. Yes. The white ink kind of stays It doesn't really mix very well, does it? Try and get that mixed in if I can. I can take my finger and give it a little push. Haha, a little bit better. A little bit more. Another push. It kind of gobbers up, doesn't it? Okay, look, there we go. That's, yeah, still better. So that's how I make bubbles with alcohol ink, and you know, let's try that on a UPO background. I just happen to have one here somewhere. Where'd you go? Well, I totally lost him, so we're not going to do it on UPO. See, you can go directly on the, you can even do it on this back right here. It's just a little, you want to be careful how you're blowing that. Let's just do a big old glob of alcohol. Let's get the bubble gum. A few drops and drips. And you take and move that, just like yay. Ooh. Went too far. See what I mean? It goes where it wants. Now this is just the backing to the Cricut paper, so it's real slippery. Oops, nice one. All right, you want to play that? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's amazing what one single color can do. All I'm doing is just blowing it outward, kind of helping it get dry. And we'll just get one single bubble in there, and I want to get it right here. Now this stuff's so slippery that it's probably gonna leak all out. I'm just going around and around and around and around until it's dry. There's your single little bubble inside of this Cricut vinyl backing. Anyway, so I thought I'd show you how I did that. I am by no means a professional at alcohol ink. I barely know how to do it, but I do know that I like to use up my vinyl, and I do like bubbles, so that's how you do it. Have a good one.